To our third series of the night between Luminosity and Team 1. We move away from the elimination matches, we move into the decider matches as the next two and final best of three series, as you will see, will decide who will go to the minor. I am the Eternal J. I'm taking you to today's proceedings here on our main stream, where Luminosity and Team 1 have their chance, have their spot potentially on the line here at the Americas minor. Two more up for grabs, and the Brazilians will most certainly find another one. Meanwhile, we do know that Envy have currently taken a spot in the Singularity series, so that second match will be up on stream a little bit later after this best of three is over. We'll break down more details on that in a few moments' time. For now, it's a pistol round. Diffuse in on Steel with a little bit of utility to support it. The utility out from Bit will try and gain control here for the T-side as they get into the A-bomb side. Barton RDK with two quick frags. And on towards the site, the bomb will get planted open for ramp. Smoke down out towards short means no CTs can face in the deny. Luminosity rotating for the defensive for the retake now. Diffuse still on the back of Steel. Close range positions being taken as Bolt spaces his way up to the bomb site. Taps on taps, and in the end, TRK will take a little bit of damage out towards jungle. Necky's makes his way inside, gets taken out. Bolts with one trade back, but Steel's going to fall in the interim. And Bolts will be traded back all the same. So a nice confident pistol for Team 1 here in the start of Mirage, our first map of the best of three. For those of you who don't know, Mirage, Overpass, and Inferno will be played out. No major advantages that I can see of on this first map, or on this map beta as a whole. Luminosity do have a bit of an advantage here. I mean, it's just in general the name power is they are the expected victors right now. They are expected team to make it through this match and take that spot in the minor. The name power alone, but Team 1, I could see them going 2-1, potentially to their favour. You know, with the map vetoes being the way that they are, dead E and sets coming in from both sides. So I think another interesting series to start to wind down on the North American close qualifiers. And the force buy round from the CTs will only get so much done. I mean, Neckers and Henry still trading, but Bit gets his 3k in the end with the Mac 10, 3 kills to his name, $1,800 gained by the lone T-side player. With Bolts and Lucas, the last two CTs up here to face. It's going to get picked up by TRK as he wraps back in away from short, looking on, catching Bolts with a headshot. Nice and easy there from Team 1. And eventually Barton gets the tunnel frag, so AKs frag away, and Team 1 do get themselves 2 rifles back in, 3 players alive overall. 2-0 start here for the T-side, but Luminosity also with a heavy investment that will not come to fruition. So eco for this third round. E250s out on 2, 3 USPs for Henny, Bolts and Lucas. More standard rifles and SMGs for the Team 1 side as they go quickly into the A site. Set smoke, set up execution to come through. A little bit of Molotov control, actually baiting the CTs were stacking up the mid position to go out towards short and check out top mid. But eventually try to wrap back in against the likes of ADK. He might lose his life, but that's why the Mac 10 is going there and not an AK-47. So the real hit comes in over to the A site. Bomb plant should be secured pretty easily here by Team 1. Down now towards default. IDK takes out Neckies for one quick frag. Spread on the second man as well. Nice and easy cleanup for him. Gets himself his 3k. And more money just pours in for the T sideline. Even looking on for the 4k against Lucas. Can't quite get it done. Steel will take him down instead as Bit comes up on towards Lucas. Trades him. Here's it all to Steel. 1v4 down mid. Mac 10 for Maluki. Ready to spray, ready to take a frag, easy as that. And now the buys. AWP for Henny, 2 M4s, 1 AUG on Steel. Second one brought down by Lucas in the end, so they do have the fully defined buy up with a few extra scopes to spare. And quick kicks coming out with Barton making his way up and over to the short position. Re-smokes down with damage being done out towards connector via the lines of Lucas here. TRK, Bit and Barton pretty hurt out towards the short face. And the AK continue to move around here for a trick. Spray on through. Opening up the scaffolding here towards the ladder room, but no kills. Not for the T's at the moment here. Neither can be said for LG. They have just complete control over the tag damage. And not much more than that at this stage. Still with 40 seconds on the clock here. The teams move in and up. Team 1. Burst through. Steel sprays on the first. TRK trades it back to 4 versus 4. M4 in for Nekis. Takes out one more man to the man advantage for Luminosity. Team 1 right back in against him. The Mac 10 for Maluki still getting frags away. The only player that didn't invest into a rifle for this round of Team 1. Plant will be established out towards short. No short control of the CT forces, which works perfectly there for Team 1. Maluki finally traded by the likes of Lucas. IDK coming in from the apartments to try hold off against the CT line. He will let an angle on Henny. Take him down. Looking in for Lucas as well towards the right-hand face. If he faces up, might this be a kill? Might this be a hold? 2v2, and they're still looking around, trying to find Bit. Eventually he's traded back, and IDK known towards the apps area. Lucas facing in 2 kills with his name burst in. Spray from Bolts connects to the headshot. Eventually, and Luminosity will hold their own here on the first rifle round. First going on the CT board here, as Team 1 didn't get the early start, but now Luminosity can start the frag back. With Orgs in, Orps up, SMG for Nekis, and Team 1, AKs, Kriegs, AWP for Maluki. Two T-side players for Team 1 make their way up and out into the ladder room. Bit taken out with the first. Nekis with the Molotov and the spray back and the $1,200 kills coming in for him. Rifle gain. AWP for Henny strikes out towards the A bomb site as Barton's taken down. And 2 more remaining for Team 1. One out at apps and 1 more towards mid. Steel holding his face alongside nades coming in from Luminosity, able to hold down the 3-man crossfire from short, truck, and the bomb site itself. Lucas spots that vision onto the next man. TRK is going to get forced to fall back. Nades in, still trying to do damage to Steel, but Steel just remains alive and remains in play at this stage. Nothing that they can really do here for Team 1. Will face up. No info gathered by Steel again on the face. Smoke's down obviously for Luminosity. 40 seconds left. Team 1 known to the CT side, and therefore should probably be falling back and save these weapons because there's no time to rotate towards the A-bomb site, especially if they're going to go around the long way. Basically, I've committed to at this point. And yeah. Nice hold from Luminosity. Team 1 crumbling at the seams with the trades coming in for Nekis and Henny. Of course, the hold out there. 2 kills for the SMG, in particular towards the ladder room, is really what kind of take control of the whole round for Luminosity. Second, back on the CT board, and a tactical timeout going to get called by Team 1. First one of the matchup. Obviously, they need to use as much as they can to get control here of this early map. If Team 1 lose this series, then they will be out. And same thing can be said for Luminosity. Especially for the likes of Team 1 to get your opponent's map pick. They're starting things off fantastically here on the T side. ZLG. They're cracking. Now the rifles come back in for both sides on the rebuy. Team 1 with 2 rifles saved. Obviously, will leave them not a lot of cash around them, but still straight in. IDK caught off guard as the first man. Nekis will deal with him. His teammates still around this corner here towards the ramp push. Bit spotted, sprayed out by Bolts with a nade in from Hendy. Damage done to Maluki. 5 versus 2 is Luminosity. Hold down the easy lockout. TRK comes back in, does deal with one player on towards danger. I think Bolts is now the known element. Steel will come in, baiting in Bolts' position to drop that bomb. And that's exactly where Barton is as well. Information being called out. The CTs lock out the crossfire. Push forward into the ramp position, excuse me. Bit of short control coming in from Nekis as well, but Barton, the main man at the moment, back over at T-Spawn. Going to try wrap back in towards the middle area. And again, Nekis is ready for it. AK up against the T-side player. Spray comes through for him. 2 kills to his name. And complete control locked out at 3-3. Eco out for Team 1, P250s, Deagles at the helm. Down was underpass is where they'll go, and Nekis on short burst into Lucas, taps on taps, gets Barton, trade back from TRK, will take him back out towards the mid position. Deagle in from TRK, takes back to a 2-for-1 trade, so Team 1, pistols out, anti-eco. Might not go so well for Luminosity, obviously they are Deagles, so you're expecting a little bit of damage to come through for Team 1. Certainly they are doing just that. Smokes in, flashes over again, going to try and drive them out of that bottom mid position, but no one from Team 1 is there. Falling back out towards top mid in T-Spawn, and have a little bit of apartments control coming in from IDK. Nekis being the only man. Seconds on the clock for him to defend. Backed up by Henny as he finally makes his way in from Market, but... Ooh, AK spray takes the first man. AK also spotting out the bomb as well, looking for IDK. The second headshot landed. 3 kills for him. The 4 kills the TRK is. Turns around with 1 magazine, takes out the entire remaining Team 1 force. 4-3 on the board. Luminosity and take the... Excuse me. Apologies for that. 4-3, Luminosity taking the lead away from Team 1 with 4 rounds in a row for the CT side. Orbs in for Henny, still with the rifles coming back in. And flashbangs over towards the mid position, driving Team 1 away from the early mid defaults. Wants the rifle round again. Team 1 need this to go well for them. Nades up against them as TRK takes damage. Bursting, good shot onto Steel. Opening things up once again for the T-side. Molotovs in. Nekis spraying on through, takes Maluki. TRK chimes right back to the 4 versus 3. Team 1 maintaining the man advantage. They get the bomb plant down towards the apartment's default here. Molotovs against him, trying to force them away. Smokes up, orb shots. AUG from Lucas bursting out and bitten TRK. Hold down their standard positions here in the after plant. 1 player pushing up towards the short position. Now getting the mid control, establishing that Luminosity do not have a flank area. They can only come in from Market, and they already only could realise that their options are limited and chances are slim, so they'll go back and save their rifles, cut their losses at this stage. Lucas, spray up against Barton. Barton does get traded back by Bolts, so a little bit of damage done to Team 1, but even more so done to Luminosity. They also lose this round. Team 1 will be able to equalise at 4-4. Now, one thing I've noticed across all my time watching, playing, and casting Counter-Strike is that national brawls end up being the most fun matches to watch a lot of the times. You know, we say that Danish CS is the drug, you know, the Northern Australis matches are always great. Brazil versus Brazil is what we've got on screen for you right now, so this might just end up being a very fun setup indeed. A second tactical timeout taken by Team 1 here. Ooh. That was a whiff smoke. That was certainly a whiff smoke there from the CT forces. Luminosity not going to stop them from striking though. Lucas goes straight down into underpass, gets that opening kill. Barton does spray back to do damage, but not going to frag back in return. Flashes over. Steel is now a known element for TRK. We better catch him at the end of the smoke. Yes, he can, and yes, he will. Molotov's body blocked again. TRK is going to get forced further back in the apartments. His own control falls out of favor here for the T's. It's a 4-on-4 situation. It's not the worst situation in the world for Team 1, because they did lose that first pick and couldn't get the trade back on Lucas, or the refrag back on Lucas. Trade on Steel though. LG. Smokes down into the mid control, into the short control more specifically, and TRK takes out Neck. Is the only man left on the B-bomb site, taken out of the equation. Lucas tries to rotate out through Market, but Bit's got him marked off with a kill of his own right. 4-on-2 situation, Luminosity fumbling down to the pieces once again for Team 1's execute. Clinical as anything. LG usually have full control or like virtually no control of a bomb site that they hold down. And got 5th on the T side board for Team 1. They take the lead back away from Luminosity, and you can see it going back and forth. You can see it going pretty down to the wire. It will be Team 1 with a 5th here, Luminosity. Still with a couple of rifles saved out here, he can be able to potentially buy in. Yep, AWP getting brought down, dropped over the Steel, and Henny takes the second one, bolts. AUG drop for him, is he gonna, oh, he's got an AK drop for him as well, so. Thought he was gonna say Sacrificial Lamb and go ahead Kevlar with a pistol, but no. LG, one AWP play towards the B bomb site, the other towards A. No mid control established here by the CT forces. They will put Neckers close towards the short position. He might hear the footsteps coming into the T side players as TRK quickly makes his way up and over. Team 1 setting themselves up, and the spray comes in from Steel doing damage, but damage is done right back to him. Blind spray from Neckers will get the first kill on TRK. Smokes come up to try block him off from any sort of apartment's control. And Lucas looks on towards the window, back of Brucey. An AWP for Steel. AWP in his hands, an IDK. Eventually fall back away towards the underpass position. Team 1. No IDK now. Oh, sorry, Bit, excuse me. Rotating back towards the T spawn. Trying to hold down a lurk on the A bomb site as Lucas boosts up to the boost box. Boost in towards Sniper's Nest. Meanwhile, for Team 1, that's IDK. Spotted, sprayed, and taken out by Neckers. 2-man advantage for Luminosity once again. Team 1 trying to wrap their way into the A bomb site. 1 man at Dark and 1 at CT, including that AWP of Henny. Ready and raring to go. He takes out Bit. Lukey crossfires down on Bolts alongside Barton, gets a secondary frag, and Lucas popping open the scaffolding towards the murder hole. Now he is a known element for the T side line, but they've got to get more. They have to get some more control. Taps onto the AWP hole, the Foamer. Lukey 3 kills on against Lucas. No, he sprays back on towards him, and Barton, last man standing for Team 1. But Lucas done a lot of damage, but now Barton's got to finish the job. 10 seconds on the clock, he knows he's low. And Lucas will just wait for the peak to come to him. 2 kills to his name, double AWP save from Luminosity. They do lose the other rifle, so damage has been done by Team 1. But in the end, it will be an equal scoreline for Luminosity, 5-5. Another tactical being called, this time by the Luminosity side. Orps in TRK. Out towards the mid face. Lucas will take out the first kill towards the mid position. It's damage done. Eventually, Bolton falling. Lucas gets one more kill for his name before he's falling. Meanwhile, IDK and Bitch going back to the 3 versus 2. Molotov's in for Barton. Bit gets the headshot of Steel. Bomb down, out open again on connector. Henny with the AWP. Should fall back over to CT spawn and probably fall a little bit further away to save his rifle. Team 1. Crossfire, well, Crossfire about to get set up here from Bit. It might just be left to IDK to take spray against him. Forces him out. AWP does get the kill. A Bit there from the backstab. 3 kills to his name. Ends things off with a round advantage here for Team 1. And again, 2 players staying alive, so damage has been done to the T sideline as it has been done to the CT sideline so far so well. Eco pistols out for LG one more time. The Eagles 2P250 CZ in for Steel. Flashes, smokes, HE. All the utility they can get out here for the force buy for Luminosity. Orp facing from Steel. Again, they get some Manuki. Does catch Neckies in the end. Wall bang. I think he caught him just at the edge of the wall, but either way, kill coming in. Starts things off for Team 1 exactly how they need to do it. $60 on the clock. Lots and Lucas still hold down the A site together alongside Henny. Still the only man to hold down B with a CZ in hand. Probably going to hold passive and wait for the bomb plant to go down at default and deny it in the last few seconds, because the way that Team 1 are holding these defaults, it might well be plausible around here for the Luminosity side. 4 players up. Smokes, Molotovs, flashes, all a standard. Nades in against them and still just holds close to the window. TRK going to make his way out of window, spot him close here and take him down. So 5-on-3 situation again for Team 1. Pushers coming through for the next pistol to face. Henny, sprayed up by Barton, Bolts, Lucas. Last 2 players left on the A Crossfire, and they will fall back all the same. 100 HP for every player on Team 1. Looking like they'll get away from this round completely unscathed. At least by the Luminosity side, the bomb might do some damage, but I digress. Point is that it looks like it's going to be a flawless round regardless, with the force buy going awry for LG on the CT side. Player has disconnected from Luminosity, so we'll be seeing a small technical timeout for the CT side again to get this man back in the server. Who did we lose? I'm going to take a look at the lineups real quick, make sure. Be surprised how difficult it is to forget who's on a team until someone is actually missing from that team. That was Henny. Okay, he's back. It's all good. Not too long here on the technical. We can get straight back into the matchup and straight back into round 13, where LG do not have the loss bonus building up. P250s, the Eagles, USPs in. HE flash for Bolts, Lucas there, the 2 players with the Kevlar and helmets. Both playing on the stack towards the A bomb site, still with the P2K just playing back behind bench on the B side. The only player here, and fast players coming in from Team 1 as well, in towards the mid face, on towards short, Bit and Maluki. AWP from Maluki in particular looking down out towards the connector area. LG just hold back for the moment. 1 minute and 30 remaining on the clock. Not getting any info on the players up here on the CT side. Maluki will grab that bomb. Back over towards the apartments here with Trick up to face up, and eventually the backstab in from Bit should be able to take out Steel. He's going for the knife because of course he will. I love that. Smiley face. Bit gets bolts as well. Oh man. I love it. I love it. 8 for Team 1. Dominate here on T side so far. Luminosity have not let them get away so easy. I mean, I say dominate, and you know they have actually only gotten 2 rounds in a row. That's the 2 rounds in a row that came before round 10. Now, Luminosity have kept this as close as possible with the rifle rounds that they've been given. It is an anti-eco for here. Rifles back in for Luminosity. Orgs in on 3. M4 on Bolts and SMG for Neckies. And 2 players here towards the ticket booth and CT stairs area, ready for the crossfire. We'll see the smokes coming out early, and it looks like Team 1 are going to have to face up against them. Here we go. Very quick plays out from the T side. 2 players on towards default. Smokes down at CT alongside the stairs. Looking at the jungle area. Burst in from Bolts. Transmitting and taking out IDK or TRK. And the NTRK will be dealt with. The bomb plant is successful from IDK. Smokes back in on stairs. Good placement there. Counter smokes back from Steel as he tries to set up the CT players to move in from the CT spawn. Bolts. M4 in hand. IDK tagged up low. Barton taken out all the same as IDK does go falling as well after the AWP of Maluki. And the AK a bit. One good AWP shot. Takes the first man down to the CT side. No casualty sustained by LG up until this point. Smokes in, Bit spotted and sprayed, and Maluki, bomb not planted for him. He will take out Lucas, but Steel will spray him down. Deal the damage, deal the round. 6 on the board for Luminosity. Very, very good stuff. Round 15, last one of the half. Luminosity trying to get to all-important 7th here on CT side. Team 1. What's up and over Bit as he tries to get aggressive here against the LG initial face. This could be Steel going down. I mean, they're basically at point-blank positions. Separated by smoke vision alone. Bit will eventually decide to back off as TRK makes his way in and out of Palace. Burst on towards Lucas, can't take him down. Will spot him, and Maluki eventually takes out Bolts as Lucas gets aggressed out the CT stairs. TRK secondary frag, the 5 versus 3, and Team 1's execution's been looking so solid thus far. Doesn't look good for LG as they get suppressed out of the bomb site one more time. A 4 versus 3 retake. They have to go for this. Defuse only on Neckies as Henny goes down. Still with a trade out towards mid. Got a second player to worry about. Flips back to the headshot. It's a 2 versus 2, but he's on 11 points of health, so it's not ideal. Neckies will take out Barton, so Maluki only man left. 3 kills, got to get lined up. Deagle up against him, takes the 3rd man, but not quite the 4th. And 3 kills for Steel instead. Doesn't need the full defuse kit. You can go stick the full 10 seconds instead. And they'll get an 8 to 7 half favour to Team 1. Luminosity, though, losing a bit of control, I think.
The bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
Again, CT sides are expected out of these 2 sides, and so far it has been a T side line held by Team 1. Going into this second half, that might be a good thing. They may well be on a decent victory. We're about to find out. Pistol coming in to play for. USP's P2K, all set to Kevlar for Team 1. Well, flash smoke on Henny. P250 dropped from him to Bolts as he takes face out towards the mid position. Bit and Maluki are there as the flashbangs go over. Smoke down over towards connectors. Maluki comes up with a kill onto Steel. Nice big open gap for the connector players to make their way in from it. It's only get towards jungle. Is my mistake on that smoke call. Lucas trades back Maluki. Bit trades it all the same. TRK comes in with a secondary kill on Neckies. Looking back for Henny. Looking back for Bolts. Taps on taps. Eventually he'll get taken down, leaving it all to Bolts with the P250, the raid boss of the round, and Bit gets the headshot instead. And that's what I'm talking about there. The CT side statistically are confident for both teams, and the fact that Team 1 got a confident T side line in means that this actually could be the end of LG. They picked Mirage. They went with this map. Pistol hit coming in. Ready for a bomb plant down to the default position. That's where the 14 side players stacked in over at Palace are there for. TRK with 1, 2, 3, almost, actually 4 kills in his own right. P2K out of the ace, and he would be able to get it. Loads of money, of course, gained by the SMG there. Anti-eco position played out for the Team 1 player, and LG will get decimated as a result. AK's coming in for the T-side line. 2 out for Steel and Bolts. Henny, Lucas, and Neckies. Well, Neckies will eventually buy up, and now it's all left to the last 2. The brothers to invest into their rifles for the T-side. Krieg out for Lucas. Gonna take the utility hit for it, but scope weapons in for both sides. Orb still in play for Maluki. First time it's coming out here for the CT side in this half. TRK. So again with the aggressive face in the SMG. I mean, he's got loads of money. I think he probably dropped that AWP over to Maluki, who will strike first towards mid. Second player spotted to the left-hand side of the stack. Still looking towards the underpass where Steel's at. He knows that this AWP is here. If he can get the kill onto him, he can make a massive, massive bit of groundwork for LG. Instead, it's Neckies to take him down. 4v4. Also making his way in from Tetris. TRK is not ready for that, so Luminosity gain the man advantage with Bit being isolated to the A bomb site. If they can wrap in against him, they could take him down, they could win out another man advantage, but Barton takes a very aggressive face towards apartments, and he might give up that man advantage all the same. Looks like the T's will commit towards the B site. Bolts only here to lurk. Try and pull rotations as Bit spots him, sprays him, takes him down, and the CTs realise this is not a standard execution, so they'll hold their face back here at the B bomb site as the jump face comes in from Barton, realising that this is going to be a B hit. Spray in from Steel, gets him down. IDK also facing with the smokes coming out. Steel almost gets taken out for his trouble. But the bomb plant down towards the apartments now for Henny. Spots him at the end of the smoke, sprays him out to 2 kills. 2-man advantage for Luminosity, and in the end they maintain control with Bit grabbing that AWP, dropped by Maluki early in the round, and falling back to the Palace and ramp positions. 8 for Luminosity as they strike first on their first T-side round. T1 getting the pistol conversion, that's not too bad for them. Still got a little bit of a ways to go here against Luminosity.
Terrorists win.
So another tactical timeout will get called by Team 1. Their 3rd of this game. Very liberal, these teams today. You know, we have seen a number of timeouts not used over the course of the minor bracket thus far. But again, today, everyone's using as many as they can. Very liberal usage of their pauses and taking as much as they can to break momentum. Gain control to figure out the way that they're going to play into this one. AKs on 4 for Luminosity with the full rifles back in against Team 1, who also have full rifles. Or back on Maluki. He will take a bit more of a passive face this time rather than going towards the mid position and getting taken out with the early trades, but that also means that no opening pick can go to favour of Team 1. In general, not really going to aggress too far forward against Luminosity here. They haven't gone towards the ramp or palace position. They haven't gone aggressive into the apartments. They haven't pushed up short. And again, they haven't pushed up the AWP towards bottom of mid and underpass. Just down to control. On bench, on site. 2 players cross-firing out the ramp position and the AWP watching on. Try and support them here. Potentially look over to palace. And also we'll try and maintain connector control. Tenny moves up into the mid position, and now that probably means that Team 1 have to readjust at this stage. Someone's going to be watching out the palace area as the AWP needs to watch out connector and mid. Smokes down, needs to respond, doing a little bit of damage, and flashes in over to ramp. We're going to try and stall them here. Team comes forward and bit sprays on towards Bolt. Both players do damage, but no kill goes either way as Bolt eventually meets his demise at the hands of Bit. Opening kill in this round. 30 seconds for Luminosity to make their move. They have to commit to A, and they will. Oh, Henny almost hesitated against Maluki. He does get 1 kill on the way back out, but Steel and Nekis have it covered off. With IDK going down on short to the hands of Lucas Barton, last man standing, 1 versus 3, and Luminosity with the execution will make it work for them. LG will make their way within only 1 of the lead of Team 1. Trying to frag away and do as much damage as they can, trying to get as many rounds as possible. They have been close to the marker, but no cigar a lot of the time. Eco this time for Team 1, probably going to let LG get down to evens. And go out towards the mid face on the T sideline. Only Barton here with the AUG up close and personal towards ramp. Nades in from Henny. Down and out, Molotov's out. Barton sprays through, takes the first and the second. Continues transfer onto the third, not quite steal. Damage done with the AK spray and taps from IDK trying to do even more damage. I mean, actually, the Team 1 side have maintained control here. Still's going to wrap back in against IDK, catching towards bench, and 1 more player still held at the back of the bomb site. Spray up against 2 players. He does do damage on the second. Not quite the man up front, though. TRK dancing around. Eventually, spray comes in from Bolts, and Maluki, last man on the market position. Plant should get secured by Henny in a moment's time. Maluki, facing in, drops that bomb, looks in for the second man. No, Bolts wins out the fight and just holds on to the 2k. As Maluki almost got a 3k of his own. The AUG doing damage on an eco round for everybody else for Team 1. Not a bad round at all. The investment should get forced out for LG. AWP in for Henny, AKs of 3 in the Krieg for Lucas. Full scopes out for Team 1 of the automatic AUGs. 10-10 on the board now as Luminosity do equalise against the early lead gained by Team 1. 3 rounds in a row as well for the T sides. They can maintain their own control and dominance. One of the frag numbers as well for Team 1. TRK on 21 kills. The only player to get average of 1 kill per round so far. By quite a margin as well. The next player behind him is at 17. Batches in for Henny. Orp watching out the apartments, hoping for a face from Team 1, but they will not do so. They'll just fall back to the bomb site. Apartments control still gained by Luminosity here as it gets picked up on the back of Neckies. AK looks down towards underpass of Steel, and Henny get ready for the contact. Utility set up by their teammates. They get ready for the execute. Henny can't do much with the AWP other than just watch out for the facing in. Molotov's down, trying to force the issue, trying to get the quick kills. In the end, the Molotov back from the CT side will stop Luminosity for only a moment. Flashbangs in. Here comes 3 of them, in fact. Lucas straight out into the site, looking on towards the default position, but IDK does get down 1 frag. He's dealt with, as is Barton. The neck is spraying blind onto Maluki, connects the spray and gets the shot on against him. Bit and TRK, 2 versus 4, backing away at A site, holding on to their rifles. There's Luminosity with another great confident hit. In the chaos, they find order, and they find 4 alive, and 11th round on the T side.
Terrorists win.
The final tactical called by Team 1, finally losing their lead, so I'm gonna have to try and find a way to turn it around here at this stage. Luminosity get ready for Team 1. Expecting them to have shenanigans up their sleeves, so they're going to go back to basics with the sets execute into the A site. 2 smokes down to connect to jungle, stairs, and of course the third one for CT spawn. Molotovs in, here they go. TRK taking Neckies to kick things off. AWP Penny trying to respond in this spray from Steel. Back to 4 versus 4 as he flashes out into the ramp position. Maluki getting traded out as Bit holds on towards the back of the danger box. 2 kills to his name. The Molotov forcing him out. He still looks on towards Henny, but the AWP gets him down. And a second shot on IDK. Barton last out towards CT spawn. Deagle's up doing damage to Lucas, trying to get Henny. He does take the headshot. 1v1. AG picked up and a spray down. And in the end, Team 1 has saved rifles. And, of course, 3 players with the pistol ecos will be able to get the 11th round. And mad level of stackage, and LG thought they were safe and confident going in for the A bomb site execute. It didn't happen this time. Barton with the AWP brought down of 2 for Team 1. 1 single one for Henny over on the LG side. A heavy investment coming in from the T's, obviously, after the blunder of that last round. Leaves their economy state in dire straits. Same could be said for Team 1 as well, though, but they've got loss bonus to fall back on at this stage. LG do not. Neckies. Mid control alongside Steel and Henny. AWP from Maluki tries to nade back over at the stack up position. No face from Henny can go well for him if he jumps up on towards the boost position. Then AWP shot will connect to him. Small gap found by Barton. Second face from Steel. This is dangerous. He does not know the man is there, and he'll fall down as a result of it. Barton Straight wall bang headshot kicks things off for Team 1. Only 40 seconds for Luminosity to add. It does pull rotations in from 2 other CT players. That might be enough for LG to go for the hit towards A. 3 versus 2 if they make their way to the A bomb site. Bolts is still making some waves over here. Nades up. Shots on shots. No flashes over though. No execution coming in. He will rotate to join his teammates. They may get this information out as here they come. Lucas round the corner a bit. Gonna get back in against by Neki. He takes him down. Lucas turns onto the taps. 15 seconds. They've got to get the bomb plot down right now. Smoke on towards danger. The plant will come through. AWP from Maluki. Not going to try and deny it here. As Bolt sprays on, takes out IDK, and that's only the AWPs left to retake. 1 from Market, 1 from CT. Looks like Barton's just going to try and keep Neki suppressed over here towards the murder hole. Take that shot when he tries to cross back over. A flashbang, admittedly, to try and force him off angle. He might be able to get something done out here. Of course, 1 AWP tag will be all that he really needs to get this frag, get this kill. A third away for Luminosity. On face tap, bait in the shot, take the kill, drop one of the AWPs, and now try replicate against Maluki, expect him to be towards CT. Spawn, he catches the man, but doesn't catch the kill. Trade will come through, but Luminosity get the round instead. 12 on the board. They take the lead away from Team 1 after a hectic back and forth affair. We stand at only 1 round difference between Luminosity and Team 1. LG, quick kick coming out towards the A bomb site, not even a stand execution here with the first frag. Deagles up a bit, takes down 1, almost just about gets the second. 3 versus 3, looking for a bit more back on the next man of Bolts. Lucas will round this corner, look on towards Dark, look on towards Palace. Molotov's in, and he knows he's up here on top of the stairs, or ladder I should say. Taps on taps, eventually hitting us down. IDK and Bit is dealt with, Sabat in last man standing. 2 kills for Lucas. Bit of an awkward round there from LG, losing a couple different players, and Team 1 kind of holding their own against them. In the end, 3 alive. It means it's going to be a confident affair for LG regardless. And the buy coming in from Team 1. Again, falling back on that loss bonus. Maluki, orb up, facing in, trying to catch Neki's first. Taps from Lucas, gets down Bit. Maluki there with the trade right back though, 4 versus 4 and Team 1. Double orb setup has been relatively effective thus far. Henny will fire away completely blind and miss the shot against Maluki. Barton flashed in towards the apartment's face. He's had very little chance to shine with this AWP. I mean, 10 kills thus far. Another one will go his way. Henny goes down. 2-for-1 trades. IDK almost taking out Maluki there. Be careful about that. And now the hit comes in with Barton holding back at the back of the bomb site. Second face in towards balcony. Looks on towards the window position as well. Molotov's in. IDK will smoke that off and gain that control away from Luminosity. But no more facing coming in against the AWP. They know he's there. They know he's got the angles locked. The bomb will rotate out towards underpasses. Lucas goes the long way around to the A bomb site. They can get TRK down, and that will be site control established. Maluki can't rotate as far as CT. Can't make his way in through murder hole either, obviously. And LG push Lucas in towards Palace. Can he find the frag he needs? Can he get TRK? Both players looking in as Lucas now watches out and catches the man, takes him down, looks on towards CT, sees the incendiary coming in, burst taps on through, he does take him down. 2 versus 2, a chance bought by Luminosity. Bomb plants secure behind the danger box, flashes do come in. CT's face up, connector and jungle. IDK looking on bomb site, looking on Palace, looking on firebox. They do spot 1 man at CT. The AWP and the AUG both miss their sprays and shots. No defuse kit either for the Team 1 players, so they've got to go quick into the site. They can't recover 1. Drop to CT, drop to Dark. Full 10 seconds being stuck. Bolt's got a peek, as is Lucas. Will turn on through, spray down, take the first, spot the second as well. And a swing around will come in from Bolt to the backstab, spray on through. IDK tagged up, will get the AWP shot against him, but will not get away alive. Lucas with the final spray. Ace for him. And Luminosity with 14 on the T-side board. An eco here for Team 1 in what has been a hard-fought battle. They might not be able to get this map under their wraps. Luminosity still have control of the buy-ups of the rifle round of the anti-eco here for Team 1. Again, 4 rounds lost bonus means that there's not enough cash flowing for the CT side. Buy down at $2,000. Bit with a little bit more on the Mag 7. Rest was underpass, or is he on short? He's on underpass. If he picks up now, he could get a lot of damage on the T-side line, but he doesn't want to face further than this corner. Brought out by suspicions here as the flashbangs come over here from the T-side, and indeed they stack 3 players up as the real hit comes in through the apps area. Molotov's in, Deagle's out from TRK, does not land on Lucas as he takes the opening kill. Boost up from Maluki, tries to get his teammate into position, but now the B-bomb site under siege, and they're going to realize that no one else is here for the CT line. I mean, they'll still try and hold their own, they'll still try to keep them over here. So they do try and wrap a ray here towards the short position they're going to get blanked in from, though. Lucas with 1 and a second. Steel and Bolts come in with the last 2 frags. All 5 alive for Luminosity. Map point for them. And Team 1 4 rounds away. Trying to get to overtime. LG only 1 away from taking their own map pick. And again, a very, very back and forth affair. A very, very close affair from Team 1 being held against LG. No more breathing room. Mid phase comes in from Bit to kind of go in against LG. Not a lot of mid contact really being established by LG. Only a couple rounds they've gone for this mid control. How aggressive Team 1 are going to take this one as well out towards the ramp position. And here with a task and a half, Maluki and TRK being so close. Flashes in, and TRK, easy frag for him. Maluki's going to try and trade it back as the AWP fires away. Still comes back in towards the mid position, and TRK wraps back around. Does get Lucas down. Bomb control as well to the favour of the CT forces. Bolt trying to catch an overextender, but no one will be showing their face here for Team 1. Bit damage done out onto the connected position. Neckins will try and challenge for it. Will burn him back out of angle. As Bolts continues to face up with incendiaries coming in, and TRK holding down the line. CT control favors the CT side, obviously. Flashes in. Maluki here with the AWP, ready for face up. TRK also will be there for quick contact. Maluki rounds the corner, flashbang in again, trying to put a shot into this. TRK with 1. Maluki traded back. 2 versus 2, a chance still left for Luminosity to strike, and they're going to run the hell away. They know that the CTs would have stacked up the A bomb site. They know that the last 2 players are here. It's intuition from LG. Neckis leads the charge in alongside Steel with the Glock and knives out. 20 seconds, they will just about make it to the bomb site in time, and I mean just about make it there in time. Can't afford to stop, flashes over and out immediately, not stopping the train. And Steel down over towards the cross. Barton, oh, the AWP does strike! That's a massive frag to find a follow-up as well. As a bit far out in the open, if Steel went down towards default, it would have been a 2v2 retake. But in the end, a big blunder there from the LG rotation. Isolating those 2 good kills. I mean, great play into the ramp position to even recover that whole situation for Luminosity, but it just had to go that little bit further. Just that little bit further. Mid control fully established here by the CT line. Maluki watching up top mid. Bit here with the M4. Henny with the Hawk facing. Gets that first kill. Can he turn to Maluki? Apparently not. Nades in against him, and Steel will do damage. Incendiary should cipher the 2 players off from each other, but no one can swing out and get the trade. And 60 seconds remain. The CT sees nothing from LG on the aggression. A little bit of control now coming in from Steel back into underpass. Trying to catch IDK, but he's not there. The AWP and Maluki held him back alongside TRK. Orgin ready for Steel. Smokes down against him. The real hit comes in from Luminosity. A little bit delayed, 30 seconds to the clock. Open for Maluki, about to get smoked out of position. Flashes over, smokes in against him. Doesn't take a blind fire shot. IDK also smoked down, leaving all the TRK sprays on Nekis. Takes him down. Out only open, Maluki comes up with a secondary shot as well through the smoke. Still gets one, 12 seconds, and Lucas gets another. TRK on firebox, Barton last man. 7 seconds to his name. Flashes over, trying to line a bomb on. He can't get him in time. Takes Steel. He now 1-on-1 versus 3. Got to retake this whole thing. 21 points of health on Lucas. Barton, 42 HP of his own right. He just couldn't act on the man. Couldn't prioritize against the low HP bomb planter. Diffuse kit in from no flash, no smoke. And Lucas, tempting face occasionally. Bursts in, bolts will swing. Barty gonna get taken on. Taps on taps. In the end, the crosslock still gets the kill. One more frag to find. USP up close and personal. Bolts on 100 HP. He hasn't got time for this diffuse. He's to be stuck right now. Taps it once. Got to go aggressive. Got to get the headshot in the end. Bolts with the HP advantage. We'll get it under control. Luminosity will take the map 16.